Hi, my name is Jaleesa, also as Jaleesa Renee on Instagram. Grab your brushes and let's get started. So I'm going to take a little concealer underneath my brows. So I'm using the Elcie B12 brush with a little concealer. And I already did my brows and I just used a Kevyn Aucoin brow pencil for that. So I'm just going to go in and conceal underneath my brows. And this is just going to help with like any stray hairs. Okay, so after I do that, I'm going to take a blending brush. I like to use the Elcie E3 brush, and I'm just going to blend that out. Blend like a windshield wiper kind of. I'm just going to take that all the way down. So for my primer, I like to use like concealer for the most part, just because I feel like it looks more natural. So I'm just going to take the Morphe concealer. I'm just going to dab that on my eyes as my primer. So I'm going to be doing my everyday look. Okay, after that's all blended, I'm going to take my favorite palette. It's the Elcie Minimalist palette, and really this is like all you need for everyday eyeshadows. It looks like this. It has a transition color, a dark color, just in case if you want to smoke it up for a nighttime look. You want to keep it daytime. This is like a go-to palette. So I'm just going to take, I always start with the crease first, and I love to use a fluffy brush. So I'm going to take the Elcie E1, which is like the perfect blending brush for your crease. And it's really fluffy. It's not too dense, and that's what you want to use in the crease to help apply your crease color. So I'm going to go in with the orange shade first. A little goes a long way. And you're going to take that and blend it in the crease. And you just want to take it like a little bit above, just to blend it out through the like right underneath the brow. But you want to keep the brow light still. And I'm just layering it on. And I always start from the outer corner. And you always want to start off with like a little bit of product and build your way up. And again, this is just like my everyday quick makeup look. After I do that, I'm going to go in with a little bit smaller, denser brush. This is the E4 from Elcie. This is really good because it's really dense, so it's more precise. And it's still fluffy, but it's a little bit more denser. So I'm going to take this brush with the orange shade, and I'm going to take that color and apply it in the outer V area, just to deepen it a little bit more. And bring it in. Again, like when you're in a rush and you have things to do, this is like the quickest way to do your makeup. I recommend this palette. It has all the colors you need just to execute a basic look, and then intensify it if you need to. So with the same brush, I'm going to take the little the dark brown color, and I'm going to use a little bit of this just to deepen up the outer V area. It's just a smidge. I don't want it too dark. And the key to achieve the perfect eye look is your brushes. You want to have really good blending brushes. And I'm just going back in with the other blending brush, the E1. I'm just taking this and blending it out. So after I do that, I'm going to take the Elcie. These are the jewels. These are the jewels in Topaz. So these are good to use on your eye, or you can use them as highlighters. It's best to use them with your fingertips. You can use a brush if you want, but again, to get the true color and like to have it really opaque, it's best to use your fingers. So I'm going to go in with my finger to use it. And it's super pigmented, so you don't need a lot of it. And I'm just going to go in with a light swipe. I'm just going to dab this on the lid. See? Quick and easy. And it's hard to use. I have nails, so I have to like really dig in there. But and then with that, I'm just going to take like a flat brush. This is the Elcie E2. And I'm just going to like blend it through here because I can't really get my finger in that corner. Just like that. So I'm just going to pack this in and blend it. So now I'm going to go back in with that dense brush, the E4. It's the smaller, denser one that I use for the darker brown shade. And then I'm just going to blend that out through the crease. Now if you wanted to go a little bit darker, you could use the black in the shade, in the palette. You can go in with black, but this is something like natural for me, so I'm just doing the dark brown. Then I'm going to take another, this is like just another fluffy brush. I'm going to run this lighter shade above my brow, or underneath my brow I should say, and just soften that. Okay, so now I'm going to go with my face. I love the Hydra Enhancer by Elcie. This product is amazing. It's kind of like, it's like a hydrating mist. You can use it before and or after your makeup. I do both, especially because I'm a little dry right now. Isn't the bottle gorgeous? It's so pretty. So I'm just going to spray my face. Watch your hair. And then I also like to use the glow enhancers right now, also too, because I'm dry. Let's just give it a little shake. This is really good for dry skin and oily. It doesn't matter which skin type you are. And it has like little gold reflex in it. I don't know, it's just pretty. I feel like it makes your foundation glow. So I just take like a little bit of drops. I just put it on my fingertips and then I rub them together and I just pat it on my skin. And let that soak. While that soaks in my skin, I'm going to go in and use the Elcie Lashful Mascara. This is a great mascara. It gives you a lot of volume. I have really short lashes, so I always look for a mascara that can give me volume and length. The brush on this, it's kind of like, it's not too thin, but it's not too thick as well, so I feel like it's the perfect brush size. So I'm just going to go in with mascara first on all my lashes at the top. And it's always good to put mascara on before your lashes. I mean, you can do it before or after. I like to do before. Look how long my lashes are. And it's not clumpy at all. Look at my eyes. Just with that little bit that I put on. Now I could, if it was like an everyday thing, usually I would just use mascara, but I'm going out later, so I'm going to use some lashes. I'm going to use Fame Lash. And they look like this. They're just like kind of fluffy lashes. I'm just going to go in with that. Now the trick about lashes is to let your glue get a little tacky first. So I'm just going to go in with Duo Adhesive in Dark. So after I put the lashes on, I'm going to apply the Pearl Radiance Primer. This right here, after everything has set into my skin. So just give it a little shake. This has a pump, which is perfect. You can either use a brush or your fingers. I use my hands. So I'm just going to do like one pump and rub it all over. One pump is all you need. And it feels like a, I don't know, like a really nice lotion. Like a pearlized lotion. So after I do that, I'm going to use the Elcie foundations. I'm going to mix two shades because I like to always mix my foundation. So I'm using Almond and Honey. This is the Micro Silk foundation. And I'm going to use the back of my hand because I like it for warmth. And I'm also going to use this fantastic sponge. It's so huge. Like this is it dry and this is it wet. Look at that. So I'm going to use it wet. So I'm just going to go in with the tip of the sponge and then just dab it on my face. I'm just going to dab that on all over. Again, you want to make sure the sponge is wet or damp, not like soaking. Okay, now I'm going to go in with Shape Tape Concealer by Tarte. This is in the shade Deep. I'm just going to use this to conceal underneath my eyes first. I like to conceal first, then highlight. So I'm going to take that and go up under my eyes. And then go in with the triangular part of the sponge. And get up underneath the eyes. Now, here's everybody's like favorite part. It's highlighting. Again, I like to conceal first before I highlight. So I take like a shade that's similar to my complexion and conceal first, and then I highlight with Shape Tape again in medium. This is like a full coverage concealer, and I'm just gonna dab this underneath the eyes, kind of like a triangular shape, and then down the bridge of my nose. I like it because it gets in the corners really good, so it makes everything easy to blend. I find that the sponges are easier to use than brushes, and especially if you're a beginner, I feel like It's easier to like apply foundation stuff with a brush and then blend it out with a blender, so this is perfect. I don't really like to highlight my forehead too much because I just don't. I have a huge forehead, so I don't like to like apply too much light in the center. I just avoid that. I like to contour it though, so I just keep the lightness through here. And then to set that, I'm going to use the same sponge, or you can use a brush. Actually, I might use a little brush. I'm going to try this one. This is the Elcie F10 brush. And you can use this for contouring too. But I just like it because it's like kind of flat. It has a flat tip and it goes at an angle, so it's easy to like get in there and to set. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit of this first. And I'm going to use the sponge as well. I'm taking Laura Mercier powder. And I'm just using that to set underneath the eyes. I don't bake because this is quick and easy makeup for me. And now that's just what I do for underneath the eyes. It's Laura Mercier powder. I'm going to go back in with this a little bit later, but also to set my entire face, I'm going to use Elcie Cosmetics Lashes by Lynn setting powder in Butternut Beige. I like this because it's like a beige color. And I like to go in with F9. Tap it and then press it all over my face. Powder gets everywhere. I'm going to go in with the Elcie bronzer. So this one's in dark and it's like a really perfect shade. So I'm going to go back in with that angled brush that I used to set my highlight. I'm going to go in with this, pat it in, and I'm going to start bronzing. And I like to just dab it onto my forehead, on around the outskirts. I don't like to look super like bronzy right now because it's winter. Okay, and I'm going to use a little bit on my nose. So I'm just going to take a flat, or not a flat, like a, kind of like a flat denser brush, a flat dense blending brush, just to go in to define my nose a little bit more. And you're going to take it through here and contour that nose. And take it right through there. And bring it down the sides. And then you want to take it through here. I'm just going to go back in with this brush I used to set my face and blend it out. Now I'm going to finish the bottom of my eyes. We're almost done. I'm going to go back in with the Minimalist palette again. And we're going to take the darker brown shade with the small pencil brush. I'm going to go in with the brown again. And rub it underneath my lash line. And just rub it through the lash line. And I'm going in with the orangey shade, and I'm just going right underneath the bottom of it to blend it out. I always like use multiple shades and stuff. So now, of course, to give me that volume again that I need, I'm going back in with the Elcie Lashful Mascara, and let's define these bottom lashes. I just take it from the base and I like to wiggle it. And it instantly like grabs every single bottom lash that I have. The best part about this mascara, it comes off easy. I know a lot of people hate mascara that's hard to take off. So it does remove pretty easily. So I'm just going to take the pencil brush again and just buff out any mistakes. And then to bring some highlight to my eyes, I'm going to take the Elcie Pearl Jewel. Again, this is in Pearl. With the pencil brush, and I'm just going to grab a little bit of that and highlight my inner tear duct. Just for like a pop to bring light to my eyes, to the center of my eyes. Anything you highlight, it's gonna bring light to it. If you contour, it takes lights away. See the difference? And I'm just gonna use a little bit of a highlighter. I'm gonna take the Artist Couture. It is Diamond Glow powder and lickable. Just gonna take a little bit of that with a fan brush, and this is a fan brush, the E11. I'm just gonna apply that on your cheekbones. I'm going to take it down the bridge of my nose very lightly. I don't like a bunch of highlight on my nose. And then I'm going to go in with my lips. I'm taking Cork lip pencil from MAC. It's my favorite lip pencil. I'm just going to line my lips. Okay, and then I'm going to take Diamond Glam. It's a lip fusion and nude glow. I'm just going to take this and apply this as my lipstick. It's just a matte lip. And for the final touch, I'm going back in with the Elcie Hydra Enhancer again. I'm just going to spray my face to help set everything so it doesn't look like really powdery. So I'm just going to hold it and spray. Thank you for watching my tutorial on how I achieve my everyday makeup look featuring Elcie Cosmetics. If you guys like what you saw and want to see more videos, please comment, like, and subscribe down below.